Hello, I'm Mark Gilbert, President and CEO of the Southlake Chamber of Commerce in Southlake, Texas. On May 28th, we recognized the graduates of our Southlake Leadership Class for 2015 at our monthly luncheon. One of the highlights of our luncheon were the remarks from our past Southlake Mayor, John Terrell. At this point, I would like to invite Mayor John Terrell, former Mayor John Terrell, correction. Tracy, you're rubbing off on me. I'm pretty sure he's not a pediatrician. But anyway, he's going to go ahead and give us some wonderful comments. Thank you for being here. My pleasure.
I am not a pediatrician. That's right. You know, but before I get started, I was asked to talk about a little bit about leadership, but I'm really not going to talk a lot about leadership because I see so many leaders in this room in so many different capacities. You know what it is to be a leader. The city of Southlake is full of leaders. That is, as I was mayor, that was a blessing and a curse. You know, everybody is willing to contribute. That is a huge blessing. And all those leaders with so much knowledge in so many different areas have contributed to the success of our city, to the success of the chamber. And we're very thankful for everybody in this room because this room represents a large group of individuals who are committed to know more about the city and be involved and participate in continuing the success of the city through the chamber and through different programs like Leadership Southlake. You know, I want to say a couple of different thank yous. First, I would like to just recognize Shauna Yelverton, who kind of leads the city staff and her team, who is absolutely the best. In my capacity out at the airport, I have the privilege of working with numerous other cities. And I will tell you, not just because I was mayor and not just because I live here, we are absolutely privileged to have one of the best staffs on the planet. And when you think of staff, sometimes you just think of all the administration. But the way the city government runs, it leads our city. Yes, the city council provides a lot of vision and direction, but on a day-to-day running of the city, Shauna Yelverton and her directors and throughout the organization do an absolutely outstanding job. So thank you, Shauna, and the rest of the city staff. I also want to say thank you to the chamber, and I know that Mark thanked me for my contributions to the city and to the chamber. But I want to thank the chamber for its contributions to my education and to the benefit of the city of Southlake. It was, and not just Mark, but the rest of the chamber board, you know, all the different individuals who are currently leaders in doing a fantastic job. You know, I have to take and just do a special round of applause because you have really taken the chamber to another level. Thank you. I will say that, you know, from my experience in other cities too, oftentimes the relationship between the chamber and the city is not one that you would want to hold up and tell everybody is such a phenomenal relationship. I will say that the relationship between our chamber and our city here is a great deal of the success of both. Both provide a lot of information, guidance. I know that the city is very, very supportive of the chamber, and the chamber does some outstanding things to support the success of the city. So thank you to the entire chamber. I will say that everybody who's going through the leadership program, thank you and congratulations. I thank you in advance because you don't know what you're about to get into. That's how I actually got started in the city, was through the Southlake Leadership Program. And it opened my eyes to some great opportunities, but it also gave me a bit of history on where and how the city got to where it is and how the chamber was formed, etc. So it gave you that kind of sense of belonging and an understanding of where we came from as a city. In addition, it was a fantastic networking opportunity to meet all those other leaders, and I will say that my class, which was, well, almost 15, 16 years ago, so quite a bit of time back, the folks that were in my class are leaders in the community right now. And I see that through all of the different leadership programs that have come since. And so I look forward to seeing what each one of the leaders in this leadership group who just graduated are going to do into the future. You guys are the folks that we are going to rely on moving forward for those new innovative ideas. Southlake has changed since 16 years ago. I mean, 16 years ago, we had two-lane asphalt Highway 114 with signals all the way down. Instead of over 100 restaurants, we had Dairy Queen. Feed Store Barbecue was still a feed store. So, you know, this city has changed. And while there is some issues involved in that growth with mobility and things that come with a larger population, it has been a very positive growth because of the vision of the leaders in our community. And it's not just council. We hear from everyone all the time on how we can make the city better, and so many folks contribute to that. So beyond the history, the networking, there's also the contributions that the leadership folks bring because of the vast array of professional folks that are participating. We've got the medical industry, and I don't know if everyone has noticed, but in the last 16 years, we've become a medical hub for this region. And we have some of the best hospital and medical care, and Tracy is a big leader in that, and she has, in fact, taken care of my family on numerous occasions, and my son has actually broken his wrist and fingers, and we didn't get reported to CPS, and so thank you, Tracy. But we have incredible organizations in the medical community. Our banking community, Mark, I mean, we have, if you want a loan, or start up a business, we've got the financial institutions with the knowledge and the customer service and the wherewithal to make you successful. And they're not just about giving money, they're about customer service. And so that kind of mentality flows through, and you get to meet the leaders of each one of those organizations as you're coming through. It's also big about education and arts and culture. Each one of the graduating classes have a project that they have to participate in. And the types of projects, I know we were Meals on Wheels and we did some projects for them, but there's a number of different things with parks and other involvements in the city and our educational system. A lot of stuff has been given back to Carroll Education Foundation or the Carroll ISD group. And that means a lot because not only are you participating in a major program that gives back, but as you do that, in order to complete and do a really good project, you have to learn about what it is that you're creating this project and completing this project for. So you're additionally getting additional information. And then from a chamber perspective, one of the leading attributes and benefits of a strong chamber is a strong economy. And so we want to make sure that we continue to support, and this chamber is doing a fantastic job and getting better all the time at economic development and making sure that we're reaching out not just to attract new businesses into our community, but that we're looking at supporting those existing businesses and making them successful. That is probably more important than attracting the new businesses, is making sure that everyone else here is successful, because by those folks being a success, it automatically attracts new businesses. So hats off and applause to the chamber for helping in the economic development of this city. And you know, when you look at Oktoberfest and the types of activities that we have in the city, and that's sponsored by the chamber, that brings tourism in here. It brings people to see what we have to offer in the city, and it helps continue to create a very active and vibrant life in our city. It's something that other people wish, and other cities wish they could do. They come here, and I hear all the time at, not just, by the way, I will tell you, I travel internationally, and I've run into people in Japan with my Carroll Dragon hat on, and in China, and in South Africa that recognize the Carroll Dragon and Southlake because we've got an international reputation. We're small, but we're mighty. And we have the ability to continue to grow, and under the leadership of Laura Hill, who, by the way, thank you for taking over the mayor role, and congratulations. She is a business owner. She has been on the chamber board. Are you still on it? Can you be on it as a mayor? Off now. So she's off now, but she's got that connection with the chamber by being a board member. She's a business owner, and that kind of leadership is exactly what we need in our elected officials who understand the city, how it operates, how we're going to make it better, and has a vision. So I didn't want to talk about leadership, which was the actual topic I was supposed to be talking on, but I did want to talk about the critical nature of leadership Southlake. I would say for those of you, can you raise your hand again if you are an alum or just graduated? I want to see, I didn't look around earlier. Okay, so that is not a large percentage of this room. And so there are many, many folks in this room, and I will tell you, it will benefit you. It is not only beneficial from a knowledge base and help you with your business, it's fun. I had a ball going through it and learning everything about this city and doing it with some folks that I ultimately became very close friends with. So I will tell you and just highly, strongly recommend to you that you give Leadership Southlake as a project and as a program a chance. Sign up for that thing because it will do wonders. It is not a time suck for you. It will actually help you in the long run because of who you meet and the information you learn. And I will tell you, you can't learn this much information about the city and how the chamber works in as compact a period of time on your own. This program has it down to a science. So you're learning about all the different facets about how this city operates and is organized, and through the networking, you're going to benefit tremendously. Now, as a prior mayor, an elected official, and doing a whole bunch of things, I can talk all afternoon, but I know we have a scheduled program, so I'm going to leave you with those words and just highly, strongly encourage you to participate with the chamber even more and go through the Leadership Southlake program. Thank you. God bless.
We hope you found this informative, and please consider coming to our next monthly luncheon, as we will have more information and insight from our Southlake business community. I'm Mark Gilbert, President and CEO of the Southlake Chamber of Commerce, and growing your business is what we do.